That would break a lot of brackets. That's a bracket
I'd
breaker.
be so pissed.
If
Yo.
USC fell
What?
off in the Sweet 16, that'd be wild.
What?
So knowing what I know timeline wise, Paige is going to the league. I'm gonna rock with UConn, but I would not be upset if USC upsets them. I would not be upset about that. That should be okay with that.
That's not bad.
How about you?
Okay, so winning wise, I want to say Notre Dame, yo. I'm not joking. Like, Notre Dame has been consistent as hell. Do you hear me?
I know.
It's not because they're number one. No. Even at number 3, they were consistent as hell.
I'm scared.
Welcome to Hoops and Hustles, where we talk all things women basketball. I'm Naya, and that's Ty.
And we want to thank you for tuning into another episode of Hoops and Hustles. If you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to Hoops and Hustles on YouTube, and follow us on all social media at Hoops and Hustles. Naya, how we doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Glad to be back. Glad to be back.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it has. Life be life.
It do.
And the weather in Indiana, if you're from the Midwest, you understand. But they have you in a chokehold, literally.
Oh, it's snow. Ridiculous.
Snow, colds, fevers, and all type of things, man. Just ferocious out here. But we're going to talk some basketball.
Absolutely.
But today, something we haven't done yet, to my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong on this, we're going to talk about college hoops.
We of course started this conversation off talking about the great Juju Watkins at USC.
But I want to get your thoughts.
You want to start off with college?
We are.
Okay.
Yeah, we are. We'll do that. This time we will. We'll get to Unrivaled.
That's fine.
But I want to shine a light on what we're seeing. I mean, we are approaching March Madness. This is the last episode we're going to record for her. One of the last ones before March Madness officially starts. Let's talk South Carolina and Arkansas.
Can we do Juju first?
We already did Juju.
Like we didn't do enough.
See, I try to get the train back on the track, and you take
I
the
didn't
train
say,
back off.
Because I didn't even say anything about her going to playing that UCLA game, and there's more to it. Juju is that girl. I ain't done.
I'm gonna have my producers, let me know that when we're done talking about Juju, give me like a flag or wave me down, because I feel like the whole episode.
I'll let you know.
So this episode is gonna be called Juju Watkins. That's what we gonna do. All right.
I'll let you know.
Well, you know what?
Juju?
Let's talk Juju.
All right, let's talk Juju, y'all. So, Juju is that girl. I'm going to say it 100 times. She's that girl. 19 years old. Listen. She could take over. I wouldn't say she could take over the W, but if she could play the W right now, watch out. Y'all better watch out for that. Watch out for that girl.
I don't, out the top of my head, outside of a Jackie Young, a healthy Jackie Young,
Where could she play?
I'm thinking of players that could go like head to head with her at her position, because she doesn't play the same position as A'ja Wilson, obviously. So
Right.
I'm looking at, because that does help Juju. It's like, see, her playing the guard position with that level of intensity, you don't have to worry about A'ja Wilson per se, because y'all don't play the same position. But so when I look at the guard play in the W,
She's too small for that.
who's like big and strong enough to give her problems at the guard position? Like, name your top 5 guards.
Ooh, I want to see her against
W.
Tip. I would like that.
I always see her against Kai. Yeah, Kai's gonna be the matchup. Yeah, that's the matchup. Kai and Jackie Young, a healthy Jackie Young. Those two, they gonna give her some. So that's gonna be some good matchups. I know it's wishful thinking. We get 2-3 years away from that, but it's nice to think about, like, yo, can she get buckets on these players, and if so, how well? And then, too, to your point earlier, will Juju's defense elevate based on level of play at the pro level?
We shall see. I think since she got more years in
She got a good 2-3 years.
yeah, she'll be all right for sure.
For sure.
But them 8 blocks of one game, and you're a guard.
Yeah. Gotta throw that out there, because 8
That's
blocks.
why I was like, hold on, she's a candidate. She's a candidate.
That's fair. You gotta throw that out there, because you don't hear guards blocking
That's not her first time,
like
though.
that, and that's what makes Juju so.
I think
special.
one game she had like 6 blocks. I'm telling you, like,
And
she's
still scored.
6'2".
And still scored her, like, hitting her numbers on the offense too.
Okay.
So your motor is like, yeah, she got a motor.
Like,
She got a
every
motor.
time I hear that, like, first half, she have like about like 21 points or something like that.
That's ridiculous.
I literally put on Twitter, I say, Juju finna give us a 35 plus. What she do? She either give us a 35 on the dot or she give us plus. And that's exactly what the hell she does. Literally, like, I forgot what game that was. She hit like 39 points.
Yeah.
Was it UCLA?
Might have been. I don't remember.
I don't remember. It was one of the games because I watch her constantly. She's a dog. Like, I got Peacock now. And that's for most of the games.
Yeah, that's how they get you, man. They put certain games on stream.
Yeah. So what the heck? But
yeah, I feel it.
She incredible. The way she put her team on her back against UCLA had me and my dad shook on that couch. Basically, I was standing up most of that game because that was a great game. I was standing up like, hold on.
You used all of it in the TV.
Listen, Lauren Betts. Let's talk on Lauren Betts real quick.
Let's address it.
Okay, so the UCLA game versus USC.
Mm-hmm.
I expected more from her. Lauren Betts, I've learned that she's weak on the left. She's very weak on the left side. I've learned
all
that.
her shots are inside 15 feet though, too. She's an inside player.
She only thing so far what I've seen, she can go right. That's it. And that's she needs to go both.
That is definitely.
That's gonna be a problem for her.
How old is Lauren Betts?
I mean, she's about to be 22. She could have went to the draft. She could have went, but she's gonna stay because her sister is gonna play with her next season. I think.
Yeah, Jesus, because
she needed that.
If you can see that, and you're not even at the game nor on the court, I can imagine how exposed you are within the 94 feet. Like you, so this player can only go right, strong. But she looks vulnerable coming up the left. You get your cookie snatched, you getting your shot blocked. You're getting, it's a turnover machine waiting to happen.
That one game.
Because it reminds me of, and I know we're not trying to make a comparison, but in the NBA, Jaylen Brown for the Boston Celtics, prior to them winning the championship, that was a big knock on him. Make him go left. And then on the other side of it, Julius Randle, he goes left because he's left-handed, but he can't go right. It's like certain players, you just know, okay, that's his weakness. The defense is schemed. We got enough tape on him. So I think back on it, I'm like, okay, Lauren Betts is good. She's going to be a prospect to look out for at a W. But if you don't fix that between the extra year that you said she's about to come back another year and those 2 summers that you got roughly between this one and the next one, that could be a serious problem in the W.
I'm not sure if it's just an extra year. I think she's just at that age where she can go to W now or something like that.
She's eligible, yeah. But you said she did resign to come back to school, right?
No, this will be her senior year next year. She could have. This is her junior year.
Oh, I got you.
So she could have
She could have went this year. Yeah. Okay. But it sounds like she needs another year.
In my opinion, from what I've seen, don't get me wrong, she's a good player. She really is. But that one game, she couldn't go left. That left was terrible. It was definitely a weakness for her.
Mm.
I hope she improved on that. I hope she works on it for real. Because I think USC definitely saw, she can't go left, but they made her go left quite a bit fourth quarter.
Do you feel like she needs, outside of obviously the weak left side, do you feel like there's anything else you could expound on her game to make it better that you saw or that you have seen leading up to the USC matchup? You feel like there's something else you could work on?
I feel like I need to see more.
You haven't seen enough? Not enough.
I feel like I ain't seen enough.
That's fair.
I haven't seen enough. There's a lot of basketball games on.
This is true.
It's hard to catch every single game. So whatever game I choose whatever.
Let's go ahead and make the unless you got some more juju you wanna chop up.
Do I?
You got
juju? I got some more juju. If I do, I'll talk about it later.
I want to get your game experience. You recently went to one of your first games that you covered for GTA Sports. You went to UConn versus Butler, which was a blowout game, which we predicted that before we already knew. I said, Paige playing? Oh, it's a wrap.
Not even that. Even if Paige wasn't playing, they would have got blown out. Butler's just not that good. Sorry.
No, it's just sad thing. They unranked. I mean, so
that's my first time seeing them. Before that, there was somebody that told me that they were trash anyways. I ain't gonna say their name, but
random question about it. Would you comparing Butler to your Ball State game that you went to, like which?
Oh, Ball State would probably clown them.
Wow,
Probably. I said probably.
No. I'll leave it at that. All right.
Probably.
That's all I need to know.
Probably.
But give the audience your experience. It was a packed out Hinkle Fieldhouse. So give them your experience.
That bad boy.
How was it?
Listen.
Outside of the
It
game
was
being
so
one
packed
sided,
out.
like, how was it though?
It was so packed out that the parking was terrible. I had to park like 3-4 blocks away from Hinkle Fieldhouse.
Wow.
And it was freezing outside.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Cold as ever. Getting inside, I was late. I was very late.
Yeah, we talked
I
about
got
that.
there like 2 minutes almost until halftime. Packed. I ain't never been to a college game that packed in my life. And all I saw was UConn fans. I didn't see no Butler.
They come through deep.
When I say they came from different, I was looking at license plates. They came from different states.
Everywhere. I believe it. Paige is like that.
And it's crazy. I didn't know about the game until like last minute. And I looked at the tickets. I knew they were sold out.
Right.
But you can't get me because literally I'm going to go over there on StubHub. Shout out to StubHub. And I got me a ticket for $12.
Right. So, of course, UConn took out Butler, I believe, 86-47. Paige was your player of the game
Absolutely.
with 23 points, 10
game.
assists.
Yes.
Within the flow of the game, because I love when people that play the game or have a close connection with the game can break down the game. When you saw her scoring her 23 points with 10 assists, how did she do it within the flow of the game? How did it look? Like how? Because it's one thing to get the stats, and some people force it, stat padding and all that, but some players get it within the flow of the game. Can you
It looked too easy for her.
Like the game was slow, like in slow motion, like everything was moving slow?
It wasn't moving. I guess we could say that, but at the same time, it was literally like fast paced for them.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Butler really could catch up to that.
Yeah.
But that
So
game looked
they were
too
moving
easy
at two
for
different
them.
game speeds within the flow of the game.
Yeah.
I feel like Butler was moving too slow. Probably late on assignments.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Paige definitely.
From what I saw,
She was cooking them, She was
Yeah,
cooking
it's
them.
pretty
Her
good.
and
She was-
Sarah Strong. Shout out to Sarah Strong.
Shout out to Sarah Strong.
I like her game. I really do. I might give her, I don't know if I want to give her freshman of the year.
Okay.
I don't know. There's a couple candidates for that.
Well, between that and I also wanted to shine a light on Ashlyn Shade too.
Yes. Shine a
Yeah,
light on
yeah,
her
she-
too.
she-
Come
she-
off the
she had a
bench
great
and
game.
did her
She had
thing.
a
Was
great
it 14 points?
Yeah,
Something like
I believe
that.
so.
She
It
did
was
her
14
thing.
points,
Shout out to
14,
her.
16
Come out the
points,
bench
yeah.
and did that.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
No, as a unit, they look good.
They do.
Uh,
They do. They beat South Carolina now. Beat the brakes off of them.
Oof.
But yeah, they look real good. As long as Paige, Sarah Strong,
Mhm.
maybe a little KK in there.
Okay, Caitlin.
And no,
Oh,
well, is that her name?
yeah,
I know her about KK.
you good.
I don't know.
It's cool. It's cool.
I just know KK,
yeah,
girly pop,
yeah,
whatever.
I got you.
And I don't want to say her name wrong.
I know who you talking about the
Is
foot.
it? Yes.
I know exactly.
There you
I
go.
didn't want to say it either. 'Cause you don't know
There
if
you
it's
go.
AZ, Isaac. You don't want to. Yeah,
want to say
I
Ivy.
understand.
I might be wrong. I might be right. I don't know.
I knew he was gonna bring her up though, because I was literally having the same thought. I was like, I don't want to say her name wrong.
Shout out to her
Yeah,
though.
nah,
Because one of the
she did it.
games, I
She-
think
she-
last
she-
for this
she
week,
popped
she had
off.
an amazing game. I think it was
Yeah.
like 38 points or something like that.
Oh yeah, she went off.
She went off.
She
Shout out
was
to her.
serviceable in Butler. They didn't really need her to go off because it was like you said, the competition was.
Nah,
dead.
the whole UConn team got in.
Everybody
the
got a
whole
piece of
team
that.
got in.
Everybody got a piece of that.
Yeah, they got a piece of that. It was an amazing experience. After the game, I talked to a couple people. They thought one person thought I was coming to visit as a basketball player. The days is over. I'm like,
you ain't
they
gonna
thought
never-
I was they probably thought I was just coming out of high school type stuff.
You ain't gonna never start getting that till you just look like it's unless your face
I am
changes.
27.
You got the baby face. They like, yeah, she go down there and play right now.
27. I still can play, but choose not to. But
But no, that's good. You look, you had a good time, man.
some good
Glad you
talk.
enjoyed
I
it.
did.
Glad you enjoyed it, man.
Then I went to a high school game after that.
Yeah. I know we don't cover hockey like that, but shout out to Lawrence though. Wildcats got it done.
It's a state.
They state bound. Congratulations, man. Lawrence Township.
I'll be there Saturday.
Lawrence Township alumni in the building. You know, we
Both
wasn't,
of us, y'all.
you know,
Three of us.
so yeah, I know, right? All three of us, yeah. We we alumni. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that being said, let's go ahead and give them the March Madness
All right, so let's talk
Break-
about the March
break
Madness.
it
That's
down
coming
for
up
me.
real soon, y'all.
What you got for him?
Selection Sunday will be March 16th on ESPN at 8 p.m.
All right.
Don't forget that. That's really fun for me because that's when you get to do your bracket. Like I love me a good bracket. I always do like 2 brackets every year. I don't do 1, I do 2.
Mm.
It's so fun to do. Don't forget to make your bracket.
I'm
It's
just
actually
for
already
the sake
on
of this
there.
show, I'm gonna do one this year. I never do them. I never do them.
They're so fun. I even had my
Never
dad
do
do
'em.
them.
I
My
think
dad
I may have
do
done one. If I did do one, it might have been like in college, like over 10 years ago. It was not
Yeah.
recent. Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
my
know.
dad even do them. Like he has fun with it.
My family. be on
He
it,
did
too.
2 brackets himself. Last year he had UCLA winning. I don't know how that was possible in my opinion.
based
UCLA.
on their roster.
Nah.
Uh,
Maybe this year you never know. I don't know. We gonna see who he pick. I'll tell you, because it's interesting on his bracket for me every year. Be like, okay, that's interesting. And then we have the first 4, March 19th through 20th.
Mhm.
That should be interesting because it's gonna be a lot of teams getting exposed on that day.
Man,
First 4, a lot of teams get exposed. A lot of teams get exposed, and it's gonna be a lot of upsets. Now we have the first round. No, it's the first round that get exposed, not the first 4.
yeah.
That's March 21st through the 22nd. That's when they really get exposed, and a bunch of upsets come that you
A lot of
didn't
brackets.
think about.
A lot of brackets get broke that
Yep.
week. Yep.
Then next we have second round, March 23rd to 24th. Then we have Sweet 16, one of my favorites. I love Sweet 16.
Those are the games that come down to the wire. Yeah, it gets rough in the Sweet 16.
Oh yeah, that's the 28th, 29th. Elite 8, that's another favorite. March 30th to 31st. I believe that will be in Tampa. Yes, it'll be in Tampa, including the Final 4. That's Friday, April 4th at 7 p.m. With the second semi starting 30 minutes after the first game ends. Both will be at Tampa, Florida. Good old days. I used to live there. And the championship game.
Go ahead.
What is that, the Final 4? Yes, the championship game will be April 6th at 3 p.m. on a Sunday on ABC. Don't forget to watch. Tune in. That's also in Tampa. Who you think is gonna win? Let's do it. Let's get top 4 if we can. Oh, that's gonna be hard. Yeah, I know.
Why?
Woo, why not?
Why? I knew this question was coming. I was like, man, she been asking me why I got winning this thing.
Take your time.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm gonna tell you who I want to win. I'm gonna tell you who I think's going to win.
Okay.
I would love, I do mean love, but it will require everybody to buy in.
Okay.
I would love for USC to win it.
Oh man, I would love for that
That
to
would be
happen too.
my preference. But who do I expect to win this based on the coaching staff, the atmosphere, the culture of the school, and what I've seen thus far this year and really the last 2-3 years, barring injury to their star, I got UConn winning it.
Okay.
I got
Interesting.
UConn winning because Paige was hurt.
Yeah.
And that derailed what could have been
Definitely.
because they were in the conversation to win that year.
Yes.
She went out with the leg injury. So I gave you my preference. I think the world would love to see Juju at that stage.
Absolutely.
At 19, 20 years old, getting it done. And she's got multiple shots at it. So this is not, I could be having this exact same conversation next year,
Yeah.
the year after that,
Yeah.
maybe the year after
Okay.
that. So it's not you got to do it. This is the only, I'm not saying that.
Mm-mm.
She has a ceiling like crazy. She could win this thing multiple times if she wanted to.
She can.
But yes, I would say USC just for Juju, Team Juju for sure. But because Paige is going to the draft after this year, as far as I know, I haven't heard anything else. I say UConn.
Oh, I believe on a conference, like a media conference, she did say she was going. She said it was a plan. So
I know she was eligible last, but she did that extra year, injury and everything, so it made sense for her.
yeah, she kind of confirmed it. She said that's the plan.
Okay. So babe, thank you for that. I missed that somehow. Based on that information, UConn needs to win this. I need her to come into the league, stand up,
Wouldn't be mad at all.
coming off with
Wouldn't be
it
mad.
because Juju has time. So I
She
wouldn't be
definitely has
upset.
time.
I wouldn't be upset if USC fell and say, I don't know, the Final Four or the Elite Eight, something like that. But I got them going past Sweet 16. That's why you see I skip that.
Is that better?
I'm like, nah, okay. I mean, that would break a lot of brackets. That's a bracket
I'd
breaker.
be so pissed.
If USC fell off in the
What?
Sweet 16, that'd be wild.
What?
So knowing what I know timeline wise, Paige is going to the league.
Okay.
I'm gonna rock with UConn,
Okay.
but I would not be upset if USC upsets that. I would not
Okay.
be upset about that. That should be okay with that.
That's not bad.
How about you?
Okay, so winning wise, I want to say Notre Dame, yo. I'm not joking. Like, Notre Dame has been consistent as hell. Do you hear me?
I know.
It's not
I
because they're
know.
number one.
I
No.
know.
Even at number 3,
I'm
they were
scared.
consistent as hell.
I'm scared. I don't want to put my chips in on Notre Dame yet. And I'm gonna keep it real. After what happened to their football team at Ohio State, I'm just like, I'm scared. Like,
I don't care about that.
I don't know about Notre Dame. I don't know.
I got Notre Dame.
I don't know.
I had
I'm
to.
Not,
Nope.
I got to see a little more. Okay,
Hannah?
so how you feel about so how you feel about UCLA and you're like, I need to see more. With Notre Dame, it's like I see you, but there are other teams that I feel are better than you still. It's just I don't feel like they're the best.
Of course, there's
team.
teams better, but I don't know. I got Notre Dame, yo.
I'm not ready.
I didn't want to put
not
Notre
ready.
Dame, but
I'm not ready. I believe when
Notre
I see
Dame
it.
definitely.
I believe when I see it. I'm not ready. I'm not
As
ready.
long as Hannah and Olivia do their thing.
No, they definitely.
Which they always do their thing.
They some dogs. Look, hey, listen. That's not a shot. That is not a shot. Prove me wrong.
Sure.
That is not a shot. Hannah and Olivia are a problem.
And if they don't make it, they're gonna be like, they probably go to the championship.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
They'll probably go.
I don't got them
They might not
winning.
win, but
I don't-
I have them winning.
I don't got them
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to. That's on my first bracket. The second bracket, I'm gonna have USC.
For the fans who don't know, what grade is Hannah and Olivia right now?
Olivia is going to the draft this season.
Okay.
Hannah is a sophomore. Exactly. She's like another Juju in my opinion.
She got time.
Yeah, she got some time.
That's okay.
Them IQs is crazy. Hannah's IQ is something out of this world, y'all. Like,
These new players ain't playing around. They for real. They the real deal. I like your pick being different from others because you're giving them a different. Because a lot of schools out there, a lot of talent.
really
Talent pool is crazy.
I see Texas going a little bit far. I can see them going to at least. I don't know if they can go to. I would say Elite 8 for Texas.
Okay.
Tennessee. I don't know.
Not this year.
I'm sorry. I'm a big SEC fan.
No, you're fine.
I'm up here naming SEC things.
That's one of the better conferences. I'm not mad at it.
It's one of the. It's
if
the
not
best
the
in my
best.
opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Notre Dame don't win, I got USC. I want to put South Carolina in that conversation.
I knew it was coming up. No.
But I said, hold on. It's a but.
I was waiting on
Because it's
That's
like,
a huge caveat. All right.
if they get knocked out, they get knocked out in the Final Four. Might be before that.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. I love me. Everybody know I love
Don,
South Carolina.
man, Louis Vuitton Don is the GOAT. I don't care. She got a book coming out. That book.
Yes, she does.
Book coming out.
This comes out in May.
At May, yeah. She got a book.
Comes out in May.
That's
Go ahead,
gonna
get that,
gonna
y'all.
be good. They're gonna make a movie about her when she retired. She gonna get a movie. She better get a movie. At least a docuseries, something. Because Don's the truth. I just feel like this team, and we talked about it. I don't know if we talked about it on the last episode, but I know we talked about it in the interim. SC lost a lot of steam. Lost a lot. I don't know if the players wasn't locked in. That blowout game, I don't know what happened. The Don said it. She's like, I don't know where my players were at mentally, but they were not here.
Don't forget they lost Ashton Watkins, bro.
Yeah.
She was a big factor.
Yeah.
They lost her to an ACL, I believe, and that kind of sucks.
Yeah, but the great ones.
Y'all want to hear my take?
Go ahead. I was waiting for
From
this.
South Carolina?
I knew it was coming at some point.
Okay, so Don don't like to start freshmen, right? She don't like it. I don't know.
To be fair, a lot of coaches
I get that.
don't do.
I get it.
The ones that win, they
Discipline, I get it. Trust me.
yeah, a lot of coaches do that.
Malaysia Fawali's not a freshman no more. Okay. Can you start her?
He plays so well off the bench. It's ridiculous.
I get it, but I wanna see her start because every time she come off that bench, it's a spark.
And this is from a coaching perspective. when you move your spark, because she is that, from a 6-woman role or 6-man if you're talking men, to a starting position where she comes out the gate.
It might change a lot.
And it might not be good, because what happens is you don't have another spark. When she gets tired, who gonna come in
That's a
and
fact.
contribute? So that's just a coaching perspective. I've witnessed it in multiple situations where a player comes off the bench. It's not that you don't want a starter, but you don't have anybody else to lead the second unit.
Yes, you do.
No, I mean like
Yeah,
how
like Joyce Edwards.
But I'm saying, but how she does it.
Oh, gotcha.
Her and Malaysia don't play the same.
That's a fact.
Joyce
They
works
different.
well with
Yeah, they're different.
They work well together. So can Joyce do it as the
Shout out to
captain?
her too. She
Right.
clowning.
But can Joyce lead the second unit the same way Malaysia does as a spark? We don't know.
I feel like she could.
We'd have to try it, and it had to
I
be
thought
on a
she
team. It
could.
had to be on a team that you can risk making those type of adjustments, and the other team doesn't pick up on it and beat you because you changed a winning formula and experimented on a team that you shouldn't have experimented on. So you have to be, as a coach, and this is why the coaches get paid the big bucks, because you have to coach your staff as well.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know your personnel. You have to know, does this player, are they a rhythm player? Can they get hot instantly, catch and shoot? Are they leaders? Do they gotta have the ball in their hands? How well do they play off ball? All of that matters. So if you have a player like Malaysia, who we have seen give up and put out starter level effort,
Mm-hmm.
starter level results from a 6 position, can Joyce Edwards step up to that position to do this and give me the same results if I move Malaysia to a starting
I'm not
position?
gonna lie. I got faith in her. I think she could.
I mean, faith.
I could be wrong.
I mean, not to get religious, but faith without works is dead. We don't know.
That's true.
We have to see. So I that's just, in Don's defense, I understand why you haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I get that. I get
completely
that.
understand it. But
I want to
that's just
see
great
it at
coaching.
least one game.
It had to be on a team that you know you can beat
Exactly.
regardless.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying. Yeah.
just circle that.
Don't
All right,
just do it like that.
on this game, we gonna switch it up. All right,
Yeah.
you start, you come off the bench, and you gonna
switch it
lead
up.
and get starter minutes off the bench. And I got to see how it works. It got to be a team you know you can beat regardless, no matter who you throw out there. We can throw anybody out there, we're gonna win regardless.
A lot of people might not like this, but there's a player that you have to take out to put Malaysia in. I'm gonna say Briha.
Ooh,
I know. I gotta keep Raven in
Man.
there.
I hear you.
I get that. That
That's-
is tough.
that-
That's what I'm saying.
that is
That's
a
mad tough because the whole team is mad tough. If we're gonna be honest.
I mean, yeah, and your team chemistry is everything. So you can you.
That is
do-
true.
Can you,
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
can you do that without altering the locker room? Hey, I mean, hey, we're dealing with women. No disrespect, but it's women. They don't always handle change.
It's just a little hot take. I don't know. You never know.
I'm not saying they
I
can't.
wouldn't take nobody.
Hmm?
I don't think I would take anybody else to replace.
You said keep Raven in, so
Absolutely, keep Raven in. Yeah, I would say Brielle, yo.
what's your thoughts on, because let's just for experimental, what if Joyce started?
I would love that, but she's a freshman. But I get it. Over Sanaya?
Oh yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah, she can't do it. She's not going to do it anyways until next season, if that's possible. Sanaya, yeah, I would love Joyce to be.
I think that's
Come on now.
I think that's inevitable. I think she would have to
Yeah.
start. Yeah.
I would like to see more Sakima. Yeah, more Sakima. Maybe a little bit more Adele, but gives a little bit rest.
Something has to change, because with Dawn getting the extension that she got, you in the overall competition is catching up to you. That's something that we have to accept. And it always happens. You can't stay on top forever. And what was it, a 71, 73 win streak at home that they lost? It was like
Something like that.
It was well over 70, and
Mm-hmm.
that's amazing. I mean, it's unheard of. But like she said in that presser, when they did lose it, finally, all of their records have been broken. It's time to start new streaks, and we're starting new winning streaks. You're gonna have to try some new roster lineups, some new schemes.
Yeah.
You really just got to reset everything, because other teams have so much footage and film on you now, and
That's why I said switch it up. Put Malaysia in there for a little
And
bit.
as you mentioned, players have gotten injured. Players have gone to the draft. So you don't have the same
There's just one player that went to the
pieces. Right. But I'm saying you don't have the same team anymore. That made that streak happen. Those
It's crazy.
players are
Just
gone
one
now.
player change. Wow.
That's amazing, ain't it? Yeah. But then I know we ain't touched on the W day, but it gives you the side out of Chicago because it's like, so this player was this impactful here, and then you hardly used her here, but she was like the main piece that like helped us create all these records, win the big one, got the job done, and then she goes to Chicago, nothing.
Chicago better use her next year and stop playing with her. Don't do too much.
It makes you, Tyler Marsh, you know what you got to do.
I like him.
Coach Marsh got to handle business next year.
Yeah,
You
I hope he does.
Because
sure.
you have a game changer on your roster, and now you're gonna have two because we're gonna go into Unrivaled now.
Okay.
All right? I think we've given enough time to the NCAA, and we've given you a preview of our March Madness predictions and picks.
Yeah.
We'll touch more on that as the tournament goes on. So make sure you follow us for that. Hoops and Hustles, But now we got to get to Unrivaled.
Hold on. Let me get the fun fact in. We always got to have a fun fact now.
What you got?
So the fun fact is, Tamika Catchings is the only player in the WNBA history to win MVP, Finals MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year. Right? She is the one of the most well-rounded players in the league to this day.
Congrats that the fact that she was Indiana Fever's own Tamika Catchings.
Period.
I have an issue with that fun fact. I feel like there's other players that should have done that before her. And the fact that they didn't,
I'm about to say, but didn't,
is wild to me.
Set out,
and she's the only one still. You know how many years
that
ago
that
was? I was like high school, college when that happened.
Yeah, that's wild.
So I'm like, nobody's done that since.
I would have thought Candace would have took that.
Yeah.
But she didn't.
You remember? I would have thought Asia would have got it done too by now. That's another one.
That's possible.
That's Asia.
That's extremely possible.
Definitely needs to go for that.
That's coming. That's coming. Give it a couple years, or maybe give it this year.
I'm calling it now.
I'm gonna say, just call it now.
So when it happens, we can go back and I'm gonna have producer pull the footage back up. But Asia Wilson, that's yours. That y'all play the same position. That is yours. You have no reason not to get that.
Yep. That's definitely hers.
The league is yours.
Ooh, yeah.
The league is yours right now. I will say this though. After what we just saw in Unrivaled, your mini me. Yeah, you know the guy, the one they say is, hey, she's this and that. She has
to this mini me stuff.
I'll tell you something. I didn't call it that, but the league was trying to push that narrative last year as a rookie.
Was they trying to push it? Or was the fans trying to push it?
Her fans,
just W fans,
or the casuals that just came in.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. That I had to make sure we
who's pushing it. I'm just saying, who's pushing it?
The ones that came in with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. I'm just calling spade a spade because it's a whole different group of fans that don't know the history and make those instant comparisons with only 1 year of professional basketball underneath their belt. Hey, I'm just calling it what it is.
I be seeing all that stuff on Twitter. I just let them talk and let them look stupid. I'm just saying. Hey, I used to talk. I'm not giving y'all my energy this year. Okay, y'all can talk and look stupid all y'all want.
But what we are gonna do is give Angel Reese
her flowers, honey.
Proper flowers, because what she's doing in Unrivaled has all but silenced those that said she was doing it. Well, she's doing everything but improving her game. I haven't heard that lately.
See, I like when she proves me wrong. That's what I want her to do. That's what she's doing.
When I found out Lisa Leslie was getting her in the gym, I said, yeah.
I'm telling my dad that. I said, yeah, she been in the gym with Lisa.
It shows. I know there's more room for improvement. I'm not saying she's a whole nother player now. All I'm saying is her last game in Unrivaled against the Owls, she was efficient. She was dominant. She was aggressive. And she was the reason that the Lunar Owls are no longer undefeated.
Yep.
Single-handedly the reason.
22 points and 21 rebounds.
And I think she only missed like 5 shots.
Her field goal was actually pretty decent.
That's what I'm saying. Because that was the biggest knock.
I had to say that's
her field goal percentage.
That's rare.
It is. That was one of her knocks last season. Was her field goal percentage was atrocious last year. She'd do like 6 to 13, 7 to 14. Like it was like under 50%, right at 50. It was like, and she'd be under the basket missing. See, it's one thing to have a 48% to a 50% shooting percentage, and you're shooting from the three or even the mid range.
Yeah,
But when you're underneath the basket and you make half your shots,
yeah, that's
and your Angel, correct me if I'm wrong, is 6'4", 6'5", about your height.
6'4", 6'3". I might be a little bit taller than her.
Still, in the W, that's pretty big. I ain't gonna lie. In the W, that's
Kind of.
you big enough to not be missing layups. Is what I'm trying to say. You underneath the basket. Basket's 10 feet. I'm just saying you got.
I think she needs to square up more. I feel like, in my opinion, like she don't square up enough. She does sometimes, but it no.
Not consistent enough to.
No, that's another reason why she be missing her stuff. She don't square up enough.
I wonder if Lisa's working.
And then she likes to throw it up weird sometimes. That's another reason why that stuff don't go. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know. It's just the way she positions herself.
Shoulders don't.
That might change, might not. I mean, hey, but something changed that game. Not even just that game. She had one of them. She had 16 points. This was February 18th. She had 16 points and 15 rebounds. That's impressive right there. Wow. And she kept it going after that. She kept it going. Amazing. I love it. But let's get into this one-on-one. Aaliyah Edwards versus Nafisa. Oh, my gosh. Listen. Honestly, I did not have Aaliyah Edwards going that far.
I saw people actually upset that Collier went because she's one of the owners. I thought that was the
Yes.
Because Brianna played too. She just lost. I don't know. I'm
she didn't even get the ball
at all. Aaliyah cooked her.
bad.
Oh God.
12-0. So I can't believe I had Brianna Stewart going far. I was so pissed. I had her going against Fee.
Yeah, nah.
Never again.
Aaliyah had her.
Never again. No Stewart.
I'm just glad that my pick won.
I'm up here listening to my dad. My dad told me to do that.
Hey, in case y'all didn't watch the previous episode, we made our picks. I picked Queen Fee to win this, so I'm not upset about it at all. I'm not surprised.
I mean, I do too.
It's she did what needed to be done, and then got paid and gave the money back to the team, to the squad. So, shout out to Queen Fee, man.
Absolutely.
Big boss moves, standing on business. I don't care what the media say. Oh, she shouldn't have played. She's a co-owner of the league. She shouldn't have been in it. Shut up.
I want to give Aaliyah Edwards her flowers, though.
What's wrong with y'all?
Aaliyah Edwards
showed a
lot.
She showed me a lot. Yeah.
I know it was in her, especially from UConn. I feel like in UConn, she didn't get to do what she wanted to do, if that makes sense.
Yes, you got to play within the system.
Yeah, so therefore...
So having a one-on-one tournament...
Y'all better get ready.
Lets players show you what they... Because, see, in both the W and the NBA, I know you can attest to this, you have what you call roles.
Mm-hmm.
In college, too. But, college is called a system. In the pros, it's called a role. So you might be a high scorer in high school and college where you're getting buckets, and then you go to the league and say, okay, we don't need you to score. We got scores. We need you to rebound. We need you to defend, cover. We need you to set screens. Whatever the coach has you doing, you're getting paid to play a position, play a role. It might not be scoring. So I think Aaliyah Edwards was in a system where she wasn't the main option to score. But when you have a one-on-one tournament, which some Atlanta rival was able to do that was entertaining to say the least. Wow. You can show your bag that you may not have been able to show at the other level. And now that we see that in Unrivaled, when you go back to the W, what are we going to see?
Honestly, I think she's going to go off. So get ready for that.
I feel that way about a few players. I feel that way about Rakia Jackson.
Oh, she's definitely going to go off.
I feel that way. I feel that way about, of course, Angel. We've seen that.
She's going to go off,
she's
too.
Improved.
No.
There's a couple other ones I'm not thinking at the moment. Some of them I already knew because they were going off in pros prior to the Unrivaled. Courtney Williams, obviously.
Okay.
Copper, obviously. Copper's mainly defense in the W, but she can score too. Let's give some respect to Chelsea Gray.
Oh, hell yeah.
26 points.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think she couldn't do it. I knew she could do it, but a lot of people kind of look at her like she's not the scorer and option on the team. So can she do it?
She has the best passes ever.
Man.
You hear me? She's
Well-
like okay, so you like to compare. Let's compare her to Magic Johnson. Yeah. Amazing. Amazing passes, yo.
Hell of a
She
comparison.
will look somebody else. You could be behind her.
Yeah.
Her eyes in the back of her head. She doing a whoa, girl.
Yeah, a more because we are dealing with
Another
it.
thing.
Go ahead.
Another thing on passing, Angel Reese can pass that ball real good too. But that ain't nothing new because she was a guard in high school.
That's right.
So therefore,
So she's.
I'm not impressed on that because I already knew she could do that.
Because our audience might not know my Magic Johnson's. I'm gonna give a more
Go ahead.
updated comparison since we're doing that. Luka Doncic, his passing ability, not necessarily scoring. He does a lot of no looks, a lot of drives at the basket, kickouts, but not kickouts that you can just pick your pocket. It's just opposite sides, behind the back, behind the head. Like he's really fancy with the passing as well. So he's another one that I feel if we're making a Chelsea Gray comparison, NBA,
No doubt about that one.
Luka Magic, that'd be James Harden too. Yeah, just passing, not scoring, passing.
Yeah, I don't want to compare. I don't know. Thank you.
No, passing.
But is there anybody that you disappointed in the Unrivaled? Because I have a player that I'm quite disappointed in.
Outside of Breanna Stewart,
Yeah.
or is it Breanna Stewart?
Nah.
No, outside of Breanna Stewart.
I already let y'all know I was disappointed in her. Y'all already know that.
For me, you already know how I feel about Brittany Griner though.
Now, Brittany Griner has actually been doing better.
Yeah,
She had 22 points. Was it last night?
that's
Or it was last night or the other day? She actually been doing decent. But that's who your disappointed player is,
one
okay?
of them. But I'm
I got one.
go ahead.
Aaliyah Boston.
You know what? You've been.
I hate it. I hate
you've been
that she's-
critical of her for a while because this ain't the first time you brought her up.
I love Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah.
But she's just, I think it was last night. She played 11 minutes, only had 2 points. Barely had any rebounds. The other night, she played 2 minutes, had like 7 rebounds, didn't even score. Huh? Is this what we about to do in Fever? Because if you come into the W, if you're about to come back to the Fever playing like that, Fever, I don't know, it's just disappointing for me because I expected more from her.
Well, here's the thing: roles are going to change because
Oh, yeah, because of Natasha Howard.
and DeWanna Bonner.
Yeah, I get that, but
So-
I still need to see something out of her.
I'm a little. You brought up an interesting concern because
I'm concerned.
Aaliyah's a scoring option. If she's not,
It ain't shooting.
no.
It ain't shooting.
Nah, I just thought I'm literally looking at the roster in my head right now. And I'm like, yo, she might have to take a step back because you got other players that have already been X amount of years at this level. They know what it takes to win. They're gonna move at a different pace. They're gonna have a different mindset. They're coming from a different culture. Especially DeWanna, for example, like coming from Connecticut, who was literally just a year or so removed from like being right at the like finals. They're like literally in the conference finals, semis. But at the end of the day, they made playoff runs.
Oh, speaking of that,
Yeah.
you brought up something last week, or not last week, last episode about players following their coach. Did
Yes.
you notice
I did.
that Natasha Howard followed too? When Natasha Howard was playing for the Fever, Stephanie was the coach.
I didn't notice that one, but I noticed DeWanna Bonner because we talked about that.
Yeah, that was
Because
easy.
That was the easy one because they moved at the same time.
Yeah, they moved at the same time.
But I did not.
That used to be her coach.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I looked at that
That
the other
makes
day. I was
sense.
like, oh, snap.
But that's smart.
Exactly.
That's smart.
That's probably why she even came to the Fever, because of her.
Do you think? It's too early to tell. I don't want to ask that question, but
Nah, go at it. What's up?
do you think Aaliyah Boston is going to feel some type of way with all these new players?
I don't think so, but she might get frustrated like she did last season.
Yeah. Because he did take a step back last year too. I noticed that. Well, she wasn't nearly as.
She was really frustrated.
Yeah. I don't want to say she wasn't nearly as involved, but she wasn't able to play the.
At the beginning, no, she was not. She. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Well, you've been bringing it up in the last like month or so. Her name has popped up a lot. That's probably why I wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. Like this, I feel like this was her time to like go ham. You know what I mean? But she didn't do that. And I'm concerned. I hate that.
No, that's fair. And I mean, she's on the vinyl, so I mean, the vinyl had a team good enough to
You know what I'm
compete.
saying? Like,
I mean, I could see if she was on the Mist or something, then I'd be like, well, you're on the Mist. I mean, as talented as they are individually on this team, for whatever reason, they just cannot click. They can't get it together. 'Cause I'm looking at the standings right now, and I'm not surprised by this at all. The only one I think that probably is impressive is the Rose, because
oh yeah, they've been impressive.
they were at the bottom with the Mist most of the season, and they managed to pull through. And now they're tied with the Laces at 5-4. But I feel like the only reason they're tied with them is because the Laces started off so hot, and then they got hurt.
Yep, they got hurt.
So now the Rose have an opportunity to not only leapfrog them, but be the second best team in the league, because they're not catching the eye. I'm sorry, 9-1, you're not catching.
Laces, man,
Laces, they started off so strong.
Yes, I had them winning the whole thing.
It just blew your whole prediction.
They really did.
They did.
They really did.
Injury bug got the best of them.
But I'm not mad at that because some players need to sit down. Like Jackie Young.
Here you go.
Jackie, girl.
Putting up workout videos.
It's time to go back to Vegas and chill, okay? Because you need some bubble wrap.
She got the whole W League talking about her workout. You see her workout videos?
I did not see that.
Yeah,
but
it was going crazy. It was like she was showing off muscles glistening.
She scared me at the 1-on-1.
Oh, she had an injury or
She almost injured herself.
Mm.
It's time to go back to Vegas and chill, relax.
She gotta finish this though.
We can't have her hurt because that's exactly what's going to result in. Because clearly she barely played for Laces because of injury.
Yeah, she came in with injury. Yeah,
it's time to stop. Just sit back and relax. Because I'm sorry.
Players don't always protect themselves. So who makes that call? The Aces. Or who makes that call? Becky.
Vegas, yeah, Becky.
You make that call until Jackie come home. Like,
yes.
I mean,
please, Becky.
Because
oh my
Becky's
gosh,
a competitor too, so I don't see her making that call.
I can't have Jackie Young being hurt.
I'm here to tell you right now, man. I know Asia Wilson touched on it in her. I think she got Woman of the Year Time magazine.
I'm not really sure on that.
She did an interview and they asked her about the them losing the opportunity to three-peat. And she just simply said, and I'm paraphrasing, it wasn't our time yet, right? Like we can still do it. It wasn't our time yet. I'm gonna take that a step further. I love Asia. Well, I'm a big Asia Wilson fan. Everybody in here knows that, from the production all the way through. I have this weird feeling that with the new expansion teams, which I was gonna touch on that as well. We'll segue into that real quick. I got a feeling that the Aces are going to go through a transitional period where they may not win for a couple of years.
Okay.
Because there's other teams that have not only caught up to them competition-wise, but players that were hurt last year are coming back. Cameron Brink, for example, just an example. A couple other ones that got hurt will be back. And I feel like you still got the Lynx. You still got the Lynx. The Lynx should have won. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they definitely should have won. That was their game. They cheated,
that was their
bro.
moment.
No. Now we gotta talk about it because they cheated. Because with Breanna Stewart, I think she traveled. She either traveled or did something crazy
and didn't call it.
And didn't call it. And that was definitely Minnesota's game. They pissed me off. They cheated. I don't care.
So
y'all cheated.
When I look at the landscape of the town, I know we got to get back to unraveling and talk about the next game's coming up. I just want to touch on it real fast. The landscape of the league with the announcement of the Cleveland Rockers coming back.
Yeah.
They got their team. And you still got the other teams that are making bids, whether it be Houston. I think you said Tennessee still kind of putting their team together.
I haven't heard much about it.
I heard Miami Soul is getting their team together, trying to make a bid.
Charlotte Stingers
Stings, Philly getting their team back. They're making a bid.
Did I say Stingers? The Stings?
It's the Stings. It's the Stings. I got you. All right, but by 2028, I believe they're trying to get to 16 teams all together.
Okay, here's my take.
Oh, Toronto.
Okay.
Of course, you hate that team. I hate the
They-
name. I hate the logo. I hate everything.
They need to revamp.
You
I
said
know
Toronto
they haven't
Tempo.
played
I
yet. They need to revamp
Toronto
everything.
Tempo. Who's
What
Toronto
the
Tempo? Yeah, your face just.
Not even just that. The logo.
Yeah. Then we still got the Detroit Shock.
It looks like Pacers.
A lot of comments said that. A lot of comments touched on that. They did. But real quick, because I don't want to get too far away from them, Robert. We're gonna get them real quick. So the upcoming games we have on the 24th, we got the Phantom taking on the Rose.
Phantom,
Nope.
didn't they just win?
I don't know. They did. They beat the Vinyl. Okay, to
Phantom.
Paramount. I'm going with the Rose because I ain't no way. And then of course the 8:30 game, they got the Laces going to Mist.
Missed.
Yeah, based on
Clearly.
really that's a pick 'em because Mist are the worst team in the league. No offense, but Laces literally have 3 players. So yeah, that's a tough one.
They have to add Ariel Atkins.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Laces because I don't trust the Mist. I'm sorry, I just don't. I mean, unless Brianna goes off, it can happen, but yeah.
We shall see.
I can't put no chips in on that. For the February 28th matchups, we have Vinyl taking Laces. Vinyl should win that, no problem.
Yeah.
And then we got Mist taking Phantom. I say Phantom.
Phantom.
And I don't even want to go for the Phantom, but because it's just Mist just suck. I hate to say it, but
Terrible.
then we got March 1st. We got the Lunar Isles taking on Vinyl. Of course, Lunar Isles are gonna want to get some vengeance because
Yes, I can't wait to watch that.
they're gonna get their leg back for sure. And then you got Mist and Rose. Rose take them out, no problem.
Okay.
And lastly, March 3rd, the Monday games. We have Rose taking on Laces. I say Rose. And Lunar Owls taking on Phantom again. I say Lunar Owls.
Yeah, I got Lunar Owls. I want to give Sky Diggins her flowers too. Shout out to her.
If you don't give them, she gonna take them.
Exactly. Shout out to her. There's a lot of players I want to give my flowers to.
Yeah.
There was something else that I want to talk about. I think it just went out. About Unrivaled. Can we go to AJ Wilson real quick? Her collection, her shoes are about to drop in May.
Boom. She got the hoodies and everything.
She has 4, I think 3 or 4 colorways coming.
Uh-huh.
One of them is going to be on my feet.
The pink ones? The ones that Bam got?
I want the pink ones, but them white ones are icy. Like, they crisp. Like, them white ones they real crisp. I don't know. And that hoodie, that pink hoodie,
You gonna get the hoodie.
that's mine.
I know you.
That's mine. I'm going to be in line for that. That's mine. It's my favorite color.
Yeah.
And it has the satin inside.
Yeah, so you ain't got to wear a bonnet. Yeah, I saw that. And apparently her mom got on her about that. Like, I don't want you wearing.
It's not even about that. It's just
she got the satin in the hoodie.
protecting my locks. Shout out to her. All that's gonna be mine. I think they're coming out in May. I want to say it's either the first week or the second week. They'll be coming out. The pink ones, I believe. Not sure about the other colorways. Also, she has a leg sleeve coming out, some shorts. She got a couple things coming out. I'm really excited. I will be copping some. It's going to be expensive. That's where my money's going to. What else? There's something else about hers next. I think that's it. Yeah, I want y'all to go out and support and get her brand, yo. The colorways is fire.
A1.
Yeah, I have to give that to her. Anything else?
No, I think that's it, man.
Well, I gotta start, bench, and cut for this week. Are you ready for
Yeah,
it?
do that again.
We're doing guards edition. College, okay?
All right, what you got for me?
I got Malaysia Fawali. I have Paige Beckers, and I have Juju Watkins.
I like this one.
Yeah, it was a lot.
I do. No, I like this one. Cause I know me and you gonna disagree.
Okay, you go first.
We're gonna check
I want
this
you to
out.
go first.
All right. So, this is oof. Well, let me just go ahead and go with it. All right. So, I'm gonna start Juju.
Okay.
I'm going bench Page. I'm cutting Malaysia. You did it to yourself.
You did it to yourself. This is your fault.
I know.
Just want you to know this is your fault.
I know. I think I'm doing the same thing.
I know you ain't.
I hate to do that. I don't know.
I'm sorry. And again, to your credit, all of them are good at what they do. But based on what I need,
Yeah.
I can't guarantee that Malaysia could start.
And
over these
Malaysia is
two.
my favorite one right now.
She's
But
a dog. She's a
listen.
dog. But based on what we just said at the beginning of this episode, when it comes to play both sides, Malaysia is a dog.
Mm-hmm.
But can she be the offensive dog that Juju is? Can she get buckets and assists? Hold on, because Paige not only gets buckets, she gets everybody involved.
She does.
I saw that with the Butler game. Everybody getting bucket. You get a bucket. You get a bucket. You get a bucket.
I think everybody did get a bucket.
Pretty much everybody scored, and a lot of those 10 assists were to multiple players at multiple positions. So, in the grand scheme of things, I have to cut Malaysia because
I think I'll cut her too.
her game's not multi-dimensional like the other two. The other two. Now, somebody could have made an argument and started Paige and bench Juju based on what you said about lapse in judgment in defense.
Mm-hmm.
Could have made that argument. Depending on if you're a UConn fan or a USC fan, you might alternate those two. But either way, Malaysia got to go. Sorry.
Yeah.
Personal.
I had to do it myself. But yeah, I would go with
win.
that too.
I want to win. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a
Oh yeah. I was like, let me do a college guard edition real quick. I think next week we're gonna do like a UConn edition.
Like strict up. Okay. So do it by the team. Okay. All right. I like that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it like that. But they're gonna be different positions. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it like that. It's really interesting.
I think that wraps it up, man. Let me know what to find us as we get up out of here.
All right, you can find us on Instagram at Hoops and Hustles. Also, you can find us on YouTube. You better subscribe, Hoops and Hustles. And you can find me on Instagram, Naya.Darling. And
you can follow me at Todd Slatter as well as GTA Sports Network. I check us all out. Hoops and Hustles, GTA Sports on YouTube.
mm-hmm.
And it's been another episode of Hoops and Hustles Podcast. Until next time, we are
out.
out.